and do nothing. Now this was Jesus. Jesus couldn't get it done on his own, by himself, in a vacuum. So what's up with you? Why would you think that you could do anything significant, anything worth talking about, on your own, by yourself, in a vacuum? This passage says to me that we were born to network, that we were born to work with and through each other, that our life is about interdependence, not dependence or independence, but the ultimate cultural development is working in an interdependent way. And that's what my talk is going to be about over the next 30 minutes or so, is to talk about the kind of leadership driven by the women of our community, the women of our culture, historically and even to today, the kind of leadership that is necessary to move us to an interdependent people. Because God has given us every single thing that we need to succeed. We're a $920 billion annual economy. If we were a nation, we would be the 16th richest nation in the entire world. But our money goes in one direction away from us, and we're some of America's most conspicuous consumers. There was an interesting article on the front page of USA Today not long ago. I hope you saw it. Fortunately, it was below the fold. It was about black people, baby boomers in particular, and their money. And here's what it said about us, that we will be the first generation, baby boomers, to raise another generation that will not be better off than us. So in the 400-year history of our people in this country, we are the only generation to raise another generation that will be worse off. Our ancestors and forefathers must be rolling over in their graves. You can count me out of that egregious statistic. So we must fix this in the 21st century. I believe that African Americans, brothers and sisters, and I wrote this in an editorial for a major newspaper not long ago, I believe that African Americans are at a pivotal point in history. The world is not waiting for us to wake up to our power. And it is time for African Americans to take a seat at the table, not only in America, but also in the global economy. Unfortunately, we continue to place our power in the hands of those who have historically oppressed us. And even worse, we continue to oppress each other. This is the meaning of internalized oppression. To continue to fall into the cultural hypnosis of thinking that white America controls our lives is a true abdication of our personal power. The reality is that each and every day is an opportunity to create a new and powerful story in our culture. And unless we find a way to write this story and to claim our power, there will be devastating implications for our community and for the world. In other words, there is no one to save us but us. The fantastic news is that as people of African descent, we possess enormous untapped creativity and potential as individuals and as a collective network. And once we fully tap into what makes us tick, what unleashes performance in our culture, we will assume our rightful place on the global stage. It was Oprah who said that we can't become what we need to be by remaining what we are. Amen. Let me say that differently. America is going to do what America is going to do. Our situation will change when we change. This will require a new kind of leadership. Yes. It is said that the best way to complain is to make things happen.
That's right. What?
To make things happen. We need a new kind of leadership. We need to redefine leadership for our people in the 21st century. No longer are we in need of transactional leaders, transitional leaders. We need transformational leadership. We are at the bottom of every single statistic that matters in America. If Dr. King were to come back here tomorrow, he would be excited that Barack Hussein Obama is president. He predicted that. But he would be angry with us on almost every statistic. statistical front in America. We need transformational leaders. And our transformational leaders are our servant leaders, and our servant leaders are